Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. I am sharing with you this morning the BEAM strategy, and it says every teacher, every time. So the BEAM strategy is designed to embed literacy across schools. And by schools, we mean schools at all grade levels and also universities at all grade levels. It is a tool that's designed to provide education entities with a practical framework that integrates reading, writing, speaking, viewing, and also critical thinking into every subject areas. And so what we are doing is we're shifting the responsibility out of the hands of the English teacher into the hands of every single educator so that we have greater impact. Oh, wow. And transformation. And so by doing this, we are equipping all educators across all subjects, so that the impact, as we said, is greater, and so that this transformation is done at a wider scale. And by doing this, what are we saying? That when we equip every subject teacher with the skills to teach literacy, we are ensuring that this is understood. We are ensure that it's documented and it's observable in practice. So come with me. I'm going to be reading this morning from my book about this strategy because it's one that I've coined and developed, and it's tested and proven. I'm just going to take a few minutes before I just run through these strategies to read to you. I'm reading from the chapter about the BEAM strategy. And it says, having advocated for whole school literacy across 3 continents, I have witnessed the transformative power of teaching literacy across the curriculum. Literacy is the gateway to opportunity, empowering individuals to navigate the world and to shape their destinies and contribute meaningfully to the society. And that was very important for us to understand that implementing literacy across all subject areas has great impact. So, according to Ross in 2024, effective literacy instruction includes a variety of pedagogical strategies. And so, my learning journey has taught me that students can navigate the world and make sense of it when they can read. Teaching literacy is essential for empowering individuals and fostering lifelong learning. And that's according to the National Literacy Trust. So, intentionally embedding literacy skills within the school culture where they are documented, understood by all parties, and observable in practice not only enables students to read and write, but it enhances their critical thinking and access to information. And these are very vital ingredients for practical and personal growth. And so I believe that when educators and policymakers and school districts, when they prioritize literacy instruction at every key stage and every stage of learning, then we know we're equipping every learner with essential graduate skills. And these skills are needed skills to navigate in this modern world. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you know that this is not something that I went on the internet and researched. It's something that I've been using for years, and I know I've seen the impact. And I want to share it with educators because I want you to develop your students as well. And not that you're not using strategies that are effective, but here's an additional one to supplement learning. So the B is to ensure that you are building talk as an essential element across all subject areas. So plan those engaging talks. If you're teaching about the great kingdoms of Mali, Ghana, and Songhai, or if you're teaching about the Maroons in Jamaica, or you are teaching about empowerment, or you are teaching an element in psychology or a Pythagoras theorem in math, there is a way to build talk. Having students participating in that engaging academic discourse is very important. And then it's very important that we look clearly at this second one, which is ensuring that these reading skills are taught. So if you are teaching a psychology lesson, whether it is Psychology 101 or you are teaching in elementary, ensuring that these reading skills are being practiced. Ask the students to summarize, ask them to summarize content, to draw inferences, to ensure that they are predicting outcomes. Those are very clear strategies that students will need for life. Then, decoding words are central. It's central to students understanding or to learners understanding word meaning. And it does not matter if it is at the college level, the elementary level, or the high school level. Using concept mapping so students have clear understanding of what they're doing is very important, and what the word mean, whether you are talking about the etymology of the word, whether you're talking about the semantic mapping, semantic feel, or morphology and syntax. Is very important that we delve into this section. So how do you um, engage with this in the classroom? Is there any phonology? Do students know if they are reading a word that is new to them? Do they know how to decode that word? And so we normally ascertain this kind of learning to lower level, but it is still, we as adults, we have to decode words and find out reading, how are they used in terms of context. And then the final one is ensuring that you model writing at all times. There should be a model. If you're teaching math, they should have a model of how to do the math so that they can write. If they're doing science, ensure that there is a model of what is expected for that write-up. So I'm going to ask that is whether you're using the writing process, whether you are using marking and feedback, so that you are putting that model there when you respond, which is marking and feedback is very imperative for growth. So here we have it. I'm going to ask you to ensure that you buy my book. It's available on Amazon. And I'm going to ask you to delve through. There's so many different strategies, and these are proven strategies. They're practical, they're consistent. And thank you for listening. And it's such a pleasure to have you here today. And this is just from the heels of me presenting to Niall Teasall the session yesterday on shining the light on literacy. And I would just like you to let's empower students and build confident learners across all levels of learning. Come with me as we empower students to do their best. Have a wonderful one, and thank you for listening. Bye-bye.